I'm going to take you through the 6 biggest Camino fears, and more importantly, how to hack each and every one of them, leaving you feeling confident for your forthcoming Camino. So let's dive into it. So this is such a big fear. I mean, I myself had it again this year, and I've walked several times. You think, what if no one speaks to me? What if I'm in solitude, walking on my own for weeks and weeks and weeks? This kind of what if, and your anxiety rises. But I'm here to reassure you that the Camino friendships, the Camino family as it's more commonly known, it is alive and well. You are going to such a friendly place. People are so open for connections. There's lots and lots of solo hikers, and everyone is just really up for making connections and making friends. So Dan's hack for these? Well, I've got 2 hacks. My first hack would be to start in the common starting places. Saint-Jean, Pied de Port, Sarria, and to a lesser extent, Lyon. If you're to start in one of the main starting points, you are going to be in the same boat as lots and lots of other pilgrims, all keen to make friendships and to form groups. So that's really something to think about. Can you start in one of the main starting points? Dan's hack number 2 would be to put yourself in situations where it's easier for people to talk to you. So if you're walking, take out your earbuds, say buen camino to someone as you walk past, or they walk past you. These moments of bravery can lead to conversations, connections, and maybe more. When you stop for a coffee or you stop for lunch, offer your seat out to a fellow pilgrim. You never know if a conversation could start up. And if you're feeling brave enough, take that spare seat at a table with other pilgrims. These moments of bravery can really lead to some long-lasting friendships, connections, and the creation of this Camino family. And I know it can be anxiety-inducing, but rest assured you will meet people and you will find your Camino family if that's what you want. Now this is another common fear. You worry, will I find a bed? Will I end up having to sleep under a bush or in a forest? Now, I'm here to reassure you that you will find a bed. Even if, say, an albergue is full, the hospitaleros will help you find a bed. Now, the Camino Frances can get very busy, especially from Saint-Jean to Pamplona, and again from Sarria to Santiago. But there are 2 schools of thought surrounding finding accommodation on the Camino. Neither one is right, it's what works for you, I'd say. So the first one is maybe a more old school, laid back approach, which is the Camino provides. You rock up into town and you find accommodation, you just see what's available. And the other, maybe more modern approach, which is to book ahead, to use the apps, to use the internet. Now, like I say, there is no right or wrong approach, it's what works for you. And my recommendation would be is whatever you do is try not to be too rigid. I myself, when I went this year, I booked from Saint-Jean to just before Pamplona. And then after that, I would then just rock up into town or see where other people were going. Dan's hack for this is download a Camino app for peace of mind. Now, I myself use the Wise Pilgrim's Guide. I think it's great. It's got a map feature. It shows you albergues, hostels, and even hotels, and help you know what accommodation is coming up. The dreaded bathroom fears. So this, again, is another common fear. But I'm here to reassure you that there are lots of cafes and bars along the way where you can go in and you can spend a penny. It is common courtesy, if you use their services, to buy something from them, and it helps support the businesses along the way. If for some reason you are not near a cafe or a bar and you need to spend a penny behind a tree or behind a bush, I would say please try not to leave lots of paper there. Leave the environment as you found it. Now, Dan's hack for this, well, it's more of a common sense hack. Take half a roll of this with you, because this year I discovered that lots of cafes and bars in the busy stretches of the Camino are sometimes out of paper. And if you've got some of this, you really will be sitting pretty. You think, how is my body going to get me all that way? That is a long way. I don't ever walk that far. And I'd say by and large, people don't walk 15, 20, 30 kilometers a day, day after day after day. But there are things that we can do to lessen the pressure on our bodies while we walk the Camino. So I've got some tips for you. My first one would be to not pack weight into your bag that is more than 10% of your body weight. If you look at this picture, I'm a bit embarrassed to show it. This is me in 2016. I think I'm on my way to Astorga. My pack was so heavy. I don't know about one kitchen sink, it was more like 2 kitchen sinks. It was so heavy, it nearly ended my Camino early. So really do learn from my mistakes. My other tips would be try and do practice walks before you go. Walk with weight on your back. Walk with your pack. Get used to it. Try walking on a Saturday and a Sunday. Try it. Also, try out walking with your gear. If you've got new boots, if you've got new trainers, try walking with them. And if you are unfortunate enough to get blisters, do treat them. It doesn't have to mean the end of your Camino. I'm going to make a video solely on blisters and blister care, so make sure you subscribe down below and you'll be notified when I drop that video. Now, Dan's hack, poles. Walking poles. Now these were a game changer for me. Apparently they take off about 30 or so percent or 30% weight from your knees and your hips. They enabled me to walk much further, much faster. They make going uphill a lot easier and also coming downhill. I'm here to reassure you that it's very hard to get lost on the Camino Frances. It's a very popular, at times busy route. It's really well signposted, really well marked. It would be very difficult for you to get lost. There have been a few times, me personally, when I left really early in the morning in the bigger cities, trying to beat the heat, where I lost the Camino markers in Burgos and Leon. But if you're leaving at a normal hour, there will be lots of other pilgrims going that way, so you can follow them out if you do lose the markers. Dan's hack would be to get yourself a Camino app with a live map feature. The Wise Pilgrim's Guide is great for this. Here you can see it has the map feature, it shows you the town, and it shows you how to follow the route out of town, and it can be really, really handy. My tip would be to keep it simple, and remember everything that you pack, you have to carry on your back. Now, there are baggage carriage services, and I'm going to do a video on that, so please make sure you do subscribe, but I'm working on the premise that you're going to carry everything. And if you're walking in, say, spring, summer, to the end of summer, you really can pack light. A couple of pairs of socks, a couple of pairs of underwear, a couple of t-shirts, you really can keep that pack light. And I'm going to do a separate video on a light summer packing list, so again, please do subscribe. The Dan's hack, look through your pack and see the things that you can replace with lighter versions. Sleeping bag, replace it with a sleeping bag liner. This will save you a lot of weight. Heavy duty poncho, replace with a festival poncho. There are so many things that you can go through your pack and remove them and replace with lighter. And there we have the 6 biggest Camino fears and their hacks. Do you think there's anything I've missed? If you think I have, leave a comment down below and I will try to help you with a hack. And all that's left for me to say is please do like and subscribe to this channel. And thank you for watching.